Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in Tamika's.
Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl.
Oh, where? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Oh, hold on one second. Let me get my little screen protector off. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We are here tonight to talk about BMF First Lady, the Tonesa Welch story. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. I got my ladies here with me. Let me see who's here. We got some people coming in. So I got my ladies here tonight. I got Tamika from Tamika's Den. I got your girl EJ from EJ the TV Junkie. What's up?
Hey y'all.
And I also have Inga, aka Ginger Snaps from my
Hey,
411. What is up, ladies?
Hello.
What up, what up, what up?
Okay, before we get started, let me just
Hey,
okay.
EJ.
Y'all all good?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even look.
I ain't good, but we can go with it.
But it's a lot of stuff we gonna cover. And
it ain't that much to cover in this damn.
no, I mean, you know what I'm saying. We gonna critique certain things, and we already know we about to get there with that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing this story because it was a lot of controversy behind scenes with all of this. We all know. Am I right or wrong? She didn't like the way she was being portrayed on the BMF that came on Stars, and she had a problem with it.
I don't know
But
why.
tonight's poll is, which version of Tonesa, aka Markeisha, did you prefer? So is it Markeisha or her version? So Tonesa.
Yeah,
Tonesa.
Whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was Tonesa, Tonesa. Okay.
It's Tonesa.
Tonesa. I'm adding the H to it. My bad. So we got Markeisha and Tonesa. That's why I'm getting mixed up because the shot. Okay. But that's tonight's poll question. Scroll up to the top, cast your vote, hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all. Ew. So that's what we talking about tonight. So before we get started, what was y'all thoughts overall about this movie? And I'm gonna start with you, EJ, and then I'll go to Tamika and Inga. You gonna be last because I know you got a mouthful.
That's I'm still sitting here working. Y'all go ahead.
Okay.
It was cool. It was something to watch, and that's how I felt about it the first time I watched it. This is my second time watching it. I only watched it twice. It was cool. I didn't have no issues with the show itself. I've never been one of those people who've been like huge into all of the documentaries and trying to dissect and critique every little single thing and every little, you know what I'm saying? Like, how they be trying to cross over all the things. I mean, if I'm keeping it real, she is much more enjoyable than Markeisha is. So as far as the whatchamacallit question, I think I like her just a smidget better. They kind of balance to me, but if we just gotta choose one, I'm gonna go with the movie. I just don't like Markeisha in the show. She irks me.
Okay. So what was your take on it, Tamika?
I got my back to
The
you.
movie.
Look, you didn't have to see your face, right?
I mean, listen, I'm gonna say something positive. I believe in everybody being able to tell their story their way, period. You know, I think, you know, we always know it's three sides to a story. It's gonna be your side, my side, the truth. You know, some of our truths in the middle, we gonna see it our way. Me personally, just based off the fact that she kept complaining of the way that Markeisha was making her look in BMF. So she wanted to, I guess, have her, you know, say in her way of how she feels she was and how things went down. I don't know if this was the better way, okay, compared to Markeisha, to be honest with you. But I don't see it from her lens, from her perspective. So, you know, but yeah, I don't know if this was better, honey. They both a hot damn mess. Either way the story is told.
Oh, okay, so Inga, while you getting this, I want to see what the chat is saying and their opinions of it if they watched it. So tell us tell us thoughts on it. Your over.
Hey, Ms. Niecy, because I definitely agree with your comment. Oh, hey, everybody. Okay, initially, I said, is this supposed to be a comedy? I said, is this a comedy? I said, because this is real goofy. And I said, okay, now I see why it's on BT. I mean, it could have just as well been on Tubi. You know, I could see, I see why it's on BET and it wasn't on some of the big major platforms. Because it was definitely on the low budget side. The acting was horrible. Or just bad. I won't say hard, just bad. Acting was bad, and I found a lot of stuff in there was hilarious. I was cracking up laughing because I thought it was a comedy. So, and then but as far as she was going around saying, just like Tamika said, she thought that she didn't like how Curtis, 50 Cent Jackson, and the Stars executives were making her look, and she thought that, you know, her portrayal of that Lala's doing make her look bad. Well, if she's listening, I'm gonna tell you right now, Tonesa or whatever your name is, actually you look worse on the BT thing. I'm sorry to say, it made Markeisha look better, and she really was trash. And I don't believe, and I'm gonna tell you, I really don't believe she was no first lady, no BMF. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe. I think in her mind she thinks she was. I don't think she was no first lady, no BMF. Because if she was, they would have put that in the BMF story on Stars. They would have put that in there.
I agree with that.
I don't believe that. I think they would have, because, you know, I don't believe that they would have left it out. So I don't know. I don't believe she was no first lady, no BMF. She made herself actually look worse. Yeah, I mean, a whole lot of stuff in here was bad to me. So, I don't know. I could go on and on, but I'll let y'all go on with it. Because
look, so hand me the mic. I'm gonna go on and on to the breakers on. Yeah. I'm going on and on to the breakers on. Okay, as far as this movie was concerned, I felt like she played a better Markeisha to me than Lala, but she was worse. Her character was worse. Her portrayal of herself was worse than the actual one that the BMF Stars has, to me. That's my opinion. But I also liked Leon as her stepfather. He reminded me of a no nonsense type of dude. I loved his part, and I also liked the her boyfriend, her baby father, which he was in another movie that we did. I think it was the one we did with Tasha. Remember when she was the judge, and we did that BET movie. So she was with that. I remember her being with that show. So as far as that, the acting was a little bit off. Some actors were better than others, but her she's worse here than in BMF to me. She wasn't really with her kids at all. So I'm thinking, what was the bad part that she didn't like of how she was being portrayed? Because they made her older. Now it's making me wonder that. And I knew this was gonna open up a can of worms.
Yeah, I think that's really the biggest issue.
So you think it's because they did the age thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It can't be because she was a good mother, because we know damn well she was trashed in real life, and she a horrible mother on the show. So yeah, it can't be that.
And to me, they not even talking about her use, her using the cocoa in Star's version. She went to rehab and everything, not to jump the gun, but it's like, what was so bad about this one compared to what you did?
I think what it is, they did not I think she was pissed because 50 Cent, and I saw with my own 2 eyes and ears that he, in the interviews he did long ago before BMF even came on, he had conversations with Meech in prison. He had conversations with Southwest T. He talked to Miss Lucille. Charles is gone, so he couldn't talk to him. He talked with Nicole. He talked to other family members and everybody. He probably never consulted her. I think that's what it's about. I don't know. I don't know all the behind the scenes. I think that she's mad because she just probably wasn't added in and consulted, But then again, I don't know.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that too. That they didn't consult her, but yeah, she made herself look bad. And I guess I didn't expect a lot anyway. It's BET. So you get what you get with BET. So
yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Most of their movies are not good anyway. So
nah, I'm not gonna say that because there's been good things on BET.
Good stuff we saw. So
but I'm sure the budget wasn't, a high budget. Vivica Fox was behind it as well. And, this was her story. And that's probably the only place that she probably could have been able to take it to get it out. I don't know. Yeah.
So they start this out with her telling her saying she's going to tell her side of the story. And she starts off with 1999, and then it does a flashback because we see her get hit with the hammer, but we don't see who it is. Okay. And then it goes back to where we see her with her 3 friends, and they're planning to go out. And she's only 19 years old, and she's going to clubs and all of that, which I believe it seems like it was like a where she has fake IDs and stuff like that. So, and her stepfather wants to make sure she doesn't have a built-in babysitter, but her mother's more lenient. Do y'all know who her mother was?
Yes.
Did y'all recognize her?
Yes. Yes. Not right at the beginning because I wasn't paying. I was working and watching it, but then later on, I was like, "Is that a homegirl from Family Matters?"
Yes, it's Lord Winslow.
Yes, I said, "Lord."
It took me a while to figure out who she was. But I enjoy seeing her. I don't think they was like they knew how to. They kind of handled it right. But now that you say this, Inga, this is when you was thinking, is this a comedy or is this?
Yeah, because Leon had me cracking up laughing. I love Leon. I'm not complaining about Leon. I'm saying, but that's what I laughed through a lot of it because Leon just had me cracking up laughing. Yeah. I never even looked at it as a drama because I thought it was a lot of it was cornball. So so that's just me. Just hilarious and all them. I'm like, okay.
I know, and they had some of their little funny scenes, but I like this. I liked how it started, and she was actually in the game a while, the way she tells it, before she even linked up with Terry and Meech. Right here, I did not recognize her here. She looked like a totally different person.
Yeah, not right here. I didn't. It might have been a couple scenes.
I didn't recognize her until she had the straight hair.
Yeah, that's when I recognized it too. Yeah. Oh. Now was she in the game? I don't know. Okay, on the show, she's married to what's the guy name? Who's locked up? She was married to him, but she wasn't in the game. He was.
No.
She was.
She was with H. They came there to look. They came there to get dudes that had money. They came there with an agenda when they walked in that club that night. They was gonna walk out being somebody arm charm. What was y'all thoughts about that? About their meeting, her first meeting, Harvey. Was this? They said Harvey.
They came in looking to get with the ballers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, boom. Thank you, Kendall.
Yeah, he's booming
on the BMF show. I mean,
on the BMF show, he's boom.
She's with a guy, but that doesn't mean that she was no first lady or nothing. You know, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what's real and what's not.
So okay, what was y'all thoughts about her friends right now? Like I said, they seem like they all came there with the agenda to get dudes with money.
Answer Sally's question.
Sally, that's Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hey Daria.
Hey Daria.
So yeah, it seemed like when they met up, when she met Harvey, it was like a whirlwind romance in the beginning. But you know, we end up seeing a bad side to him. What was y'all thoughts of him, of Harvey? EJ.
I mean, you know, it's like my girl always say, he brought the representative first, and that's what we see here. And you know, eventually we will see the real person come out. But you know, he did what he did right here. He wooed her. He got her in there. I mean, he's older, clearly. So you know, he played the game, wined her, dined her. And the rest is history.
Yeah. So I got other. So she meets him, and she already had her baby father in Oklahoma going to college. And she basically listened to her homegirl and was like, no, you need to drop this guy because this is the person with money because I'm messing with his friend. I didn't like that part, but you know, it is what it is. Birds of a feather flock together. So, but he seemed like he was a very charming person, but to me, when he met the stepfather, that's where you could see his character to me. Like, you know how when that first impression that you get with somebody, where he even know like this dude is up to no good. So yeah. So what was y'all it's like it seemed like she left him. She didn't even have any intentions on taking her kid when she came back there.
Does Markeisha have her kids with her or have any intentions on having her kids?
No,
she want to be in Miami on vacation.
Yeah. But I'm saying we never seen her. I'm thinking when we seen her with I don't want to keep going back and forth to BMF, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But they didn't even. It's like you didn't never see her with her kids on this one. So this one, to me, it showed her in a worse light than that.
I mean, her parents was basically raising them. That was the point. She wanted to be in the life. I guess they figured the kids was probably safer with them than out there with her. You see, the father never said anything about come back and get them. He said, if you leave without them one more time, when you try to come back, it's going to be a different ball game. So they already pretty much stepped up and was like, these kids ain't gonna be going nowhere. And the mama felt like, oh, I know my child, she'll be back in a week. She really thought she'll get out there and I guess experience whatever and come back to them. But of course, that's not the way that it went. I mean, I know people that have done this. It ain't me, but many people, you know, leave their parents to take care of their kids. It just seemed like that's what it was. She had no intention of taking them anywhere. It was like, I'll come visit them, but I want to go and live this life out here. And her friends were horrible friends. I'm like, damn, you ain't got one good one in the bunch, but that happens too. I thought they was trash from the beginning, and I thought that damn dress was funky. I don't that they first was
Wait, which one? The black one, or let me go back to the dress.
The one
Which
that
one,
they brought for her to wear to the club. Yeah,
it looked like it was all one. Like she just took it out of her
but
closet.
they was like, oh yeah, you fly now. I was like,
what was the difference between that dress and that one to me?
I don't know. They made it seem like
I think the black dress might have been a little bit longer. This was like a
little short one.
Yeah,
a real FM girl.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah.
Life.
So moving on. Oh, I forgot. I did do the cast. And damn. Yeah, so this was the cast. Daphne Springs, Tobias Trevelyan. That's the one that was in the BET movie with Naturi. And then we got Meech, and they don't even got the picture of the guy that played Terry. Yeah, so anywho, that's basically the cast. When she came back this last time and just bought the kid a bunch of toys, and they was telling her, you know, that's not taking care of him. You need to spend time with him. It's like, I don't even think she was having play dates with these kids. I know I can't. I'm sorry. I keep revisiting it, but this part really bothers me that she was like into the streets like this more than her kids.
Yeah, but it's real life though. At the end of the day, like this really, really happens. And I'm never gonna be one to judge anyone about what they did. I don't know what her life was or any of that. And I don't know what the game feels like to be in it. I don't know how it calls you. I don't know what that much money feels like and making fast money like that feels like. I have no clue because I ain't never been in that. So I won't be the judge and jury. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm just glad that she had parents who were there to take care of her children and to be there for her children and to make sure that they had a solid foundation when it was all said and done, because that's what the most important part is, because it could be a different story if she didn't have that.
Right. I agree. So, Tamika, we finally meet. The representative is gone and the real person is here. Talk about it, girl.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, it seemed like it was going smooth, but the thing about it was he didn't want her really in the business. It was more so, you know, be by my side, be my lady, look cute, spend the money. I'm giving you gifts. I'm giving you money. So what do you really need to be in it for? Started with that. Then he put her on to the checks, and he figured that was easy. But it seemed like she just kept wanting more and more and more and more and more. You know, I want to learn how to use the hammer. I want to learn how to do what you do, and I'm going to follow everything you say. Then you want to now start telling him how to make moves, and I guess he thought that was going too far, and then he went too far. I'm sorry. Listen, child, we ain't gonna be playing that game, but nonetheless, you know, and he already knew she was up to something, that she was about to get ready to tell him something because she was cooking up the food, and he was like, "Oh, what you cooking? What you up to?" Right?
Yeah, I didn't particularly. I thought he was. I didn't think he was gonna be like that, but he was just abusive because for the simple fact he didn't want her to get no. She felt like he didn't want her to go any further than him.
Right. Yeah.
And I think he saw her potential, and he saw that she could be a boss. But he wasn't gonna let that happen. You're not gonna make me look stupid in the street where it looked like you wearing the pants. That's what it seemed like to me. and then him introducing her to this, I was glad that he got arrested after this.
Yeah, I'm like, now we gonna slap her, then give her this. Child, listen.
Yeah, that was a way of slowing her down. And that was the beginning of her rocky thing. And then he ends up going to prison because he never came back after that, once he left the house that day, which was to me, I thought it was gonna be a blessing. I thought she wasn't gonna even use like that. I didn't think it was gonna get as serious as how it got. And she was really bad. And her friend Lisa knew she was pregnant, and she was looking out for her hair, kind of. But to me, if you knew this already, y'all shouldn't even been in the club. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. What was y'all take on this, on the guy that she was talking to in the meantime while Harvey was locked up?
I was like, is that Vince? No, but honestly, I was just like, girl, you was doing a lot with this throwing up at the club, and he didn't have no control. And then her friend did try to help out a little bit in the beginning, even though her friends weren't the best of friends. In the beginning, I felt like they were closer. And then I felt like somewhere jealousy came into play, and you know how I go with these type of friendships and stuff like that. But I did like the fact that she tried to get her up out of there and was like, girl, you need to go. And then she recognized that she was pregnant before she even knew she was pregnant.
Yeah. So Inga, let's talk about, I want you to tell me about, because I know you're going to tell it in your way.
Oh, I ain't even got a whole lot to say about it.
With H getting out and he hearing that baby crying.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he beat the dude up and throw him out the door, right?
Yeah. And then he said, "This is our baby now."
Yeah, I was confused because I thought it was his damn baby. To be honest, I thought she had already got pregnant by him before he went in. So when she was like, he said, "You got pregnant by some other dude and got him in my house and be him." I was like, "Oh wait, so it's not his baby."
I thought the same thing, Tamika. I thought that was his baby too. I was like, "Oh,
I thought so too." But then the way he was talking, he was like, "Nah, that's my baby." When the guy came down, but she couldn't control her anyway. She was her own. She was still talking about H right in front of him. Like, I'm just here because you a warm body, but my man is locked up and I miss him.
Yeah, he knew what time it was. She was making it very clear that she was only there with him because H was locked up. She was carrying on, "Oh, what am I supposed to do? And my man locked up and blah, blah, blah." So it wasn't like if she was trying to, keep it a secret or anything or play it off. Like, if he knew if he wasn't locked up, then he wouldn't have been there.
Right.
Yeah, I think he knew that. That's why I don't think he put up that big of a fight. So like he didn't, and you never hear about him coming back. So, or at least they don't put that in the story.
Right.
So I think he understood his assignment, but I think he had to, give it a little bit of a try, a little bit.
I agree. So now we get to the part where they start doing their business. They move into another house, and he gets jammed up in a situation, but she kind of saw some of my pictures is missing. Oh, Lord.
You know how I go.
Yeah, no. Okay, hold on. I got it. Let me get this real quick. I don't know why my pictures didn't come up, but it doesn't matter. After this, I'm not even gonna use any more shots after this stuff. So yeah, let me just pull this up.
Okay.
My bad, y'all. I apologize. My apologies.
You fine. I'm just looking at H.O. crazy self. He said, "This baby mine."
I know that was wild to me. That was wild to me.
That was so funny. I said, "Okay, well, shit. Okay, it's your baby now. Go ahead." All he needed to do was rename the baby or some shit, because it feel like he just like, "This is my baby now. You mine, baby mine."
All right, so we gonna talk about this scene next because this was crazy too. Now, I couldn't figure this out. How you got all of this smoke for your homegirl man, and you don't got the smoke for your man? What was y'all thoughts in this whole scene? This was comical too, Inga. So I get what you're saying now. Sometimes you didn't know whether it was a comedy or what. So what was y'all take on this whole scene where they wanted to get Carla's boyfriend because he put hands on her?
I think it was exactly what she said. I mean, she literally said it. She had the audacity to go over there, like she got those, the audacity to go over there and try to help her homegirl. She couldn't even help herself. Those were her words. Like, I couldn't even help myself, but I'm over here trying to help her. But I'm over here getting, slapped up on and thrown around and all this stuff. But I'm trying to help her. So it's crazy because people really do that. They'll try to help somebody else, but they be going through something and be trying to hide it and stuff, and don't nobody know they got stuff going on. But I thought it was crazy, and I thought she put herself in a hell of a position because she knew what was gonna happen, taking that gun or that blicky, and then knowing that it's H's blicky, you know what I'm saying? And you already know what you're going through. Like, maybe she was channeling her frustration for H out on him because she couldn't do it to him. Maybe she was like, how some people, I'm gonna channel this out on this person because I can't do it to the person I really want to do it to. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It was interesting.
I thought so. I saw some of it was funny because she was like, "Stop moving."
That was funny.
Yo, I was laughing at that.
I was laughing at that part too. I said, "Girl, he not gonna stop moving. He ain't just gonna let you take him out. Stop."
Yeah, like, what was you thinking?
And when they call girl over there, I guess she the getaway driver. I can't think of her name. The shady friend,
Lisa.
I'm like, y'all not good at this. Y'all
nah,
really not.
She was like, I ain't trying to get locked up with y'all. I thought it was funny though. I did think it was funny.
It was funny.
So yeah, certain parts definitely had me cracking up. That was one of the parts. But I think it was a mixture. Like, I definitely did say, girl, how the hell are you going over here to help her? And you ain't even, helping your damn self. You might be getting it worse than her. But at the same time, sometimes I guess you kind of, if it's somebody you care about, you might be like more ready to fight for them before yourself. But it also let her know, well, damn, if I was able to go and do that for her, then I could do it for myself.
Right.
At the same time too. And the other friend, Lisa Child, she just didn't even need him to be there at all. I mean, I was with her because I ain't going to jail for y'all dummies. I kind of thought that was a little crazy that they even made an attempt to do that. And it was funny too, because when she brought the hammer out, she was like, well, what you going to do with that? I thought we would just slice his car, scratch his cars, cut the tires or something like that, girl. But then she started just getting crazier and crazier with it. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say I think she was channeling her own stuff onto this situation because
because once she got home, she handled her business.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did that.
Which I thought was cool. And then she left him for good and went to rehab and wanted to come back home. But I was glad that her father laid down the rules. What was y'all take on her, the whole rehab situation? I mean, y'all could go on if y'all want to. What was about? I just I don't know. I just thought this was kind of crazy.
Which part? The word when she went to rehab and she came to knock on the door to see if she could come back?
Yeah, like I mean, not even that. I'm talking about him coming back afterwards.
Oh, him. Okay, yeah.
Like
When he
he's
tried
coming
to
back like nothing
babysit
happened.
him. But that's how abusers are, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's their typical MO. You know, he thought that he could do the same thing that he did before. Like, if I do this, then she forgives me when I give her this. So he just repeating the same behaviors that he's always repeated in hopes of getting the same results. And
Exactly. And her mother was just saying, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
the
I
roses
thought
were
that,
cute.
I'm
Said
sorry.
the roses were cute, though.
Yeah, he was showering her with all sorts of gifts for her, gifts for the boys, everything. And then we finally meet Meech and Terry in this. What was y'all take on this version of Meech and Terry?
It was interesting. I always thought that that was an interesting pick when I saw this for the first time, and that's only because I've seen other shows that the guy who played Terry is in, so it was really hard for me to take it serious just because in some of the other shows that he played in, he's so funny and he's so crazy that when I saw him, I just kept seeing that, and I was just like, I can't take this serious right now. And then the one who played Meech, I was just like, I don't know, it didn't. I was just like, I don't know. I wouldn't have chose him, but it is what it is. But so I didn't put a bunch of stock into the Meech character since I knew this wasn't really directly gonna revolve around him too much.
Right.
But the Terry character, I was like, I can't take y'all seriously with this guy because he's too crazy in the other stuff. I'm just like, I can't take it serious.
What other show is he in? Now
He
you
is
got my interest peaked.
he plays this crazy character in this all black TV show called Double Cross.
Okay.
And it's so fun. He just crazy. And every time I see him, I always think of that. And it's just, I don't know. And he played in some other stuff too, but he just funny. It's like his demeanor is funny. It's not serious. So that's when he came in, I was like, oh man, I don't know about this Terry. This version.
Yeah, the other one plays in a lot of the To Be Detroit movies. Those Detroit movies be good though, but
I know. Wasn't he? Is one of them in Daria? Detroit.
Was he on? No.
Was it one of them in there briefly? Like not like a prominent character. I could have sworn I saw one of them in there.
I just know he played in a lot of that stuff, so it was just interesting that he was I was like, come on now. We should have got another Terry because I'm just gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to show much with the Meech and Terry because it's supposed to be hers. This is what she want to do. She want to shine. She wanted to tell her story. So I wasn't really expecting much, but definitely when they showed up, I was like, it's nothing serious about this right now. And the one thing I will say is they make Terry look dumb in here the same way they make him look dumb in BMF.
Yo, that is a fact. That is a fact. I could say one thing about this. Tonesa Welch, and Meech have the same opinion about who's responsible for them getting locked up. And they all blame Terry.
Yep. They say Terry is the culprit, but he don't listen though. But I think in both of the shows, it is the same thing. He doesn't listen to anybody in either one of them. In BMF Stars, he don't listen to anybody. He just wants to do things his way. And then in this version of it, it was the same thing. Even though there was some valid points that she made about like the clicking in the phone, when you know what I'm saying, like there were certain things that she said, and he just wouldn't listen. He wouldn't take her serious.
Nah, he wasn't taking her serious, and he was getting sloppy. She was just pointing it out, and I don't think he could handle it. But I wanna what was y'all thoughts about her?
And another thing, me didn't like her in this one either. I was laughing at that.
He sure didn't. He called me. What was y'all take on this with them? This is when they first link up with H. and they start working for H, and he was saying little slick stuff to her, but it was all in admiration. I don't think he was coming on to her yet like that, but he did find her attractive. He did.
Yeah, it more so seemed like she was trying to say that he was their mentor and he was putting them on, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what? Because I feel like they probably was working with other people, but I don't know. It just seemed like she seems like she's showing that they was more prominent because of her and her husband. That's what I feel.
Right.
You know what was interesting, Moochie, y'all, Tamika, Inga, is because when I was talking to my husband about this, because I can't never get the timeline of this all right. I know that everything is supposed to be an adaptation on the BMF Stars part of it, and they're going to embellish that part. I get that,
Right.
And not everything is going to follow the timeline. But since this was supposed to be her story, and I get that we're looking at it from her perspective, from her viewpoint, I get all of that. But at the same time, I got confused somewhere because when we look at the television show, it felt like the lady that K9 offs is the one who really put them on in BMF Stars. You know what I'm saying? Remember her, the light-skinned chick? But in the BMF Stars one, and I know we're not supposed to be coming back to that, but we are speaking to that.
It's going to be inevitable that we got to talk about Boom.
Yeah. So, but when we think about Markeisha and Boom, I just don't remember Boom. I remember that one deal that they were going to make in that one. I don't remember them having like this relationship. I remember him having a relationship with K9 before they get to the bigger connect. So I get so lost in the sauce when it comes to all of this, just because I don't, like I said, I have never I've seen the documentaries, but I have never committed them to stuff to put in my brain to keep forever, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I don't know. So it just confuses me because I thought she was her at first, and then you said that she was supposed to be the Marquise, and I was like, then it got me going through a rabbit hole of that. I was like, so she didn't like the way she was portrayed. That's why she made. So she is supposed to be Marquisha. I was thinking she was supposed to be the other girl because I'm like, I don't think you had that big of a role in it, but like I said, I don't know. I don't remember none of the documentaries now. I'm like, maybe, I don't know. I got to ask my husband because he looked at all this stuff. I don't remember it. I don't know.
We hardly heard about her in the documentary though.
I don't believe nothing about this story. I don't believe that I don't believe most of this stuff. I think she's embellished this in her head. And she's made herself the first lady, and that she was the boss, and that these dudes with some little kids following behind her, and she just built them up and all this kind of. I think this is all in her head. I don't believe that, you know.
And I also think that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, and then blaming Terry for your children and your nephews and your cousins getting all locked up. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't play a part. We always talk about Terry and his missteps and all that, and of course we know in real life he messed up talking on the phone. But however, she needs to take responsibility. It's her fault why her kids, nieces, nephews, whoever was all up entangled.
Yeah,
because she's entangled. If she wasn't in it, they wouldn't be in it.
Exactly.
So
How
you can't. So it's not Terry. Then drag them kicking and screaming, put a gun to their head. I mean, they saw their mama doing the stuff. They saw what was going on. So it's on her more than it's on Terry.
So do y'all feel that she's not taking responsibility for any of her actions?
Well, I think when we get towards the end, she says that. Initially, yeah, when she first was in the lockup, she was blaming him. But when they had their face-to-face, she says, like, it's not on you, it's on me. And even when she was apologizing to her son, and then her son then says, nah, I made the choice. I wanted to be in this. I liked, wanted this stuff the same way you wanted it. So he was saying he got to be held accountable, that she didn't need to put all of it on her either, that, I guess he could have said no. So it did seem like they were starting to take accountability after they went through every daggone thing.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like when you end stuff, you can't see it, and it's always going to be somebody else to blame for it because you're not
then
able.
Her mother was even blaming herself. It was like, Mama, how the hell is it your fault? You know,
that's what I was like. How is that her fault? I felt I was like, this is not your fault at all because you tried to warn her every step of the way that this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong and that's wrong. That's why we're not even gonna let you take these babies. Because we don't want them to get caught up in this. It's very dangerous. And she seemed like she was hearing stories. Like, you know how you hear stories about people? She was hearing stories about what was going on about and who her daughter was with.
Yeah, but I think as mothers, sometimes you feel like you're the ultimate responsible person because it's your child, and so even when you know it's not your fault, you always thinking, what could I have done differently to make the outcome different? And sometimes it's nothing that you could have done. You have done everything, and I feel like that was the case with this, is that she did do everything all the way down to keeping her children, like raising her children, not just keeping them, raising her children and being there for her every step of the way, not denouncing her. She would even come to her house and keep the kids. She know what's going on at this point. She gets what's going on, but she's still trying to be there for her and be there in her life. And I just feel like at the end of the day, Tonesa had to come to the realization that this was all on her and that she couldn't blame anybody else, and that all the choices, all the decisions ultimately lied with her. And and that's how you get to growth, is because you accept it, you own it, and then you make moves to be somebody different. So I did like the ending of it when she talks to Terry, and I did like how her son also took responsibility for his own actions as well. I thought that was
well,
I liked how that came full circle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they put that in the movie, but I know maybe a month or so ago, I'm scrolling through YouTube. I saw her do an interview on somebody's podcast.
Okay.
She's still blaming Terry. So I don't know. So that in the movie says one thing. She in real life right now still
she'll never
saying that
forgive
it's
him too, though. So you're
Huh?
right. I said in the movie, she said she'll never forgive him.
No, I mean, but at the end, like they said, that she ended up saying that she was taking some responsibility at the very end as the credits about to go up now. But I'm saying just a month or so ago, I'm scrolling through YouTube, I'm seeing an interview on somebody's podcast, some random person's podcast, and she's still talking about how it's their fault. She's still blaming them. So I think
I saw that one too.
That might have been Vivica Fox or somebody who wrote that in the script, because I don't think she feel like that right now in real life. I only go about what I heard, so I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't really give my interpretation of it. I mean, at the end of the day, I just figured that if you know what you did, then you know that you have to take ownership for that. But I mean, realistically, Terry is the reason why everybody got caught. And that part is true. That's accurate. But blaming him for just being in the game, you can't do that. But the reason why everybody got caught, because even Meech says he the reason why everybody got caught. But
but she saw this coming with H though. She said this one didn't look right, and he still didn't listen to her either.
Yeah.
And also why they got caught, a lot of people started flipping too and getting deals with the feds and started becoming rats. So that's also part of it too. Yeah. But Terry talking on the phone sure didn't help the situation. So
nah, it didn't. It didn't. So he gets jammed up. He gets arrested.
He looked like he was on drugs half the time to me anyway.
Yeah, that's what
he looked wild all the time.
Yeah, he looked disheveled a lot. What was y'all impression of her? She didn't want to marry him, but she felt like she owed him because of the lifestyle he provided for her. And her friend was even telling her, don't marry him. This is the part where I'm like, what was y'all take with this whole thing with her? Because he got less time. That's the only reason why she married him, because he got it showed him as a family man, so that way he got less time, and he ended up getting 7 years in prison. Anybody?
Yeah, I didn't really understand how marrying him got him the time child. He would have been waiting. He would have had to marry somebody else and pretend it's me. But I guess.
And I mean, that's why some of the stuff is hard to believe. And in the same breath, you wait till what was y'all thoughts about her waiting till he just got a year left and she decides to leave him because now we see her, she's getting closer to Terry. And I thought this person up here was remind me of Vince. The guy with the hat that put her on, but they never said who he was.
Okay. I just think that she's still in that fast money life, you know, and she found an opportunity to be able to be rid of him, even if it was only 1 year left. Because I mean, I said the same thing. I was like, it's only 1 year left, but that just goes to show that she just really didn't want to be with him. She was really trying to do her own thing, and he done taught her everything, you know what I'm saying? And she see what this life has to bring her, and I think she just addicted to that lifestyle and that life, and she don't feel like she can get it no other way, so she gonna go do what she got to do, and she want to get away from H. I mean, she already said she don't want to be with them. She didn't want to marry him, so she only did it out of obligation. So I guess she decided when she could get away, she was gonna get away. I don't know.
And to go back on what y'all was saying about the Terry character, the actor, whoever was playing him, yeah, they did get somebody that was kind of weak because he made him look goofy. Because I don't think the real life Southwest T is like that. You know, at least not from looking at him and everything. But I don't know the man, but they made him kind of like be a goofball in this movie. But maybe that was done by design to make her look great and make him dumb him down and make him look stupid. So
is it me, or do you think that she dumped him down to make her look better?
I think so. I think so.
Because even with that check cashing thing, she's saying her man came up with it. Do you think that's the same thing with the lotto, or that's totally something different altogether?
Nah, I thought that was something different.
Okay. I had to ask. So what was y'all take?
I think the reason why she went down is because her name was in all these
the properties.
And all these properties and things. And so that's what that's about. I don't believe she was no queen pin running everything and she was in charge, and I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either. I think he used her because she had that legitimate business with the car wash, and they used her because I think she already had businesses, and I think they used her to get the house. But then they had a whole bunch of different little things going on in order to get the house.
Yeah, but I do agree with Candy in the thing. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, she did have businesses, and she also definitely went down for her names being on a lot of the properties, houses, and all that. She went down because she was on them damn wiretaps, and
she was giving him instructions too.
Yeah, she was giving him instructions, and what she was even more mad about is that she got to hear all the other ladies that he was talking to, because she brought that up as well. And that's one of the first things that the agent said to her when she came in the house, and she felt like, oh, how could you, do that to me, so to speak. But nonetheless, I mean, yeah, she played her part in it too. And they do show that in BMF too. The only thing is, in this, her version, she's saying she was doing this beforehand and she's the one that's teaching him things. But in their version, she's pretty much, you can see that that's what's getting ready to go into play, and that she wants to be the one telling him how to do things, and you the king, and don't follow Meech, and the separation. I feel like we're going to see similar things happening in there, but it's just going to be on the tail end of it, as opposed to, and this is in the front end of it.
Exactly. Right. That's what I was just gonna say, Tamika, is that I think two things. I think that the Trap Queens is I just like that that better because I just feel like Trap Queens just go straight and it's more
Yes.
documentary style.
Mhm.
And so I did like that a lot better, and I feel like it told a more I don't want to say this isn't real, it's TV, so but I feel like it told a more realistic story, I guess we could say. And then I do feel like we're still at the beginning of BMF. I don't think that we're at the point because right now we see her trying to get in his head. She keeps saying these little things. She keeps trying to create the divide in the BMF Stars show. And I think that we're going to start to see these little bitty things come up as to how she keeps getting to him, do this, do that. So, I mean, maybe this is an embellishment, maybe not. I don't know. But I do think that when we get to the BMF Stars one, as they branch off and they start to separate, that we are going to really see her play more of a role in trying to control. Because I don't think she can control things as long as Meech is right there. You know what I'm saying? But I think when they kind of do, they divide and he over here and he over here, I think she can get in his head more.
I agree. But I'm gonna ask y'all this: do y'all think she was actually there when he came up with the name BMF? We saw this.
I think that was an embellishment. I think that was an embellishment.
Yeah, I definitely think that was an embellishment. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I this part he didn't even look like. Look, I don't even believe this shit. Look, that's what it looked like to me.
Like, who is this supposed to be? Because that show ain't supposed to be no meat. Like, who is this guy?
That was just for the movie purposes of it, because BMF, before she comes into the picture, like even and I'm not saying that the Stars version is accurate, but we know that the name had already kind of come about a while before they even get there. They next connect. He had already come. Whomever came up with the name before she enters into the picture. So I just think that this was a way that they are, that to connect the stories.
Right.
But I don't think that was a real thing. But I don't know. But I don't think so. That would be my guess.
I think a lot of this was embellished. I mean,
I feel like
even though we know the Stars is embellished, but the reason why it's the difference is, and this is my opinion, is it is embellished, the Stars, but it's still information that's coming from the real life people that's still alive.
Exactly.
Except for Charles. That one they totally embellished that one because the man didn't cheat and the man is dead.
Oh, yeah.
And he can't he's deceased, rest in peace, and he can't defend himself. But however, everybody else, Nicole she's executive. Not exactly. She's one of the associate producers. She's involved in what's going on. Same as Southwest T. They talk to Meech all the time. They come on. So I'm more believing the Stars version than I am this BT version. So
yeah, or just the Vivica Fox and Tonesa. Shout out to BET, but
yeah,
just
okay.
their story.
Maybe I ain't gonna put the blame on BET because they just the distributor. They just put it out. It could have been on some other platform, but however, it's Vivica. They ain't had a budget. They didn't have the budget for. I'm surprised they was able to afford Leon.
Yeah,
but I don't know the situation, but maybe Leon did it as a favor to Vivica because they friends and stuff.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, because
What was y'all take when H got out and he came to they spot to the club to hang out with these people? And I feel like she knows her man. He's not there to wish you well.
Yeah, I think that she knew that he was about to go. I just knew that she should have known that it was time to get up out of the Dodge. Like this was not about.
And on that, that's when she moved to California. So, and this is where I don't know. This they saying like we didn't get to the where she's at now. We're not even there with BMF when they started their label. So this is, I don't know if y'all remember, like back in the early, this was 90, 98, 99. And the way she's telling it seemed like the timelines are kind of mixed up.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that everybody's going to have it from their own perspectives, and they're going to try to make their perspective. What you see, like your perspective is going to be the perspective that is the main focus. And I just think that we're just going to get two perspectives. And it's like Tamika say, is this person's story, this person's story. Like, it's three different versions. It's the truth, is the real one, but that's the one that nobody's ever going to really know. You're just going to have this person's version, and it's all going to be convoluted. And then when you try to make it into a television show, you got to make it for TV. So there comes that whole thing with it as well. And as much as we want to believe that biopics and all those type of things are completely, they embellish a lot of biopics, you know, at the end of the day, unfortunately, they do it for television purposes. It's a lot of stuff that don't really happen.
Right.
So,
well, I know from the show, they said like 80% of that is certain parts of it was true. And
they gotta change, because murder stay murder.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a word we can say on here, because I know they be telling us what we can't say. But whatever.
We already locked up, girl.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. Locked up, won't let me out. That's right.
No, sure, we gotta do 90 days.
I know that's right. Well, I mean, they what was I saying? I got the song in my damn head. Every time I hear I'm locked, the song is in my damn head right now.
I know it's in my head.
I got the video in my head.
I'm ready to spit some bars, yo.
Yeah, I tell you. I'm about to put an orange jumpsuit, orange the new black up in here. So I was like, don't let me find an orange jumpsuit there. What no. What you just say, EJ? Because it was something off the. Oh no,
I was saying how they embellish the biopic.
I was saying 80% of it is that's true, because because you know, people being unalived is that don't never go away, so they got to change names, dates, and kind of mix up the little timeline on some of the stuff because of that kind of thing. So they can't always use those types of things. But yeah, biopics they usually do embellish some stuff, because like say Temptations, for instance, everybody is gone. The only one alive is still to this day is Otis. So that was from Otis' perspective of what had happened, even though we love it. That's our favorite movie in the whole world. But that's his perspective. If the other guys, if Paul was alive, he probably say, no, there ain't none of that stuff happened. It happened this way. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you go look at the
we tell y'all
that old documentary that they did, like from way back in the day, you'll see that a lot of the stuff is not actually, you know, it was different, and you know, that's just the way it is. But Temptations is one of my all-time favorite movies.
That and the Jackson one, the American
by the way,
that's another one.
That's one of my favorite ones too.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Whitney Houston one, they had two different versions of Whitney Houston one.
They had about 2, 3.
Yeah.
No, I was 3.
I saw the Lifetime one. I saw something else on
it was Lifetime, the documentary, and then another one. What was y'all take with this?
Yeah, they haven't gotten that Whitney Houston one right. That movie was horrible to me.
Yeah, that one, that Netflix one. So
that one, yeah.
Candy says that she was more into the car business in real life.
That might be true. That might
be that.
It must be some truth to her not being about her kids though, because they also have that in the TV show. That you don't see her with her kids. I mean, we saw like a season 1, she had a kid, and then we didn't see them no more.
Yeah, I believe that she said that in somewhere. You know, that's already public knowledge. And I heard that she was a big part of the car business. So yeah, and even in the beginning of this, they said things and places and people was changed for their protection. We already know that they don't never do none of these. And then also,
but some of this shit might have happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Bruce Johnson says none of it was actually hers. She was a name to sign for property. She came in to pay when the feds arrested everybody and raided the properties. That was her role. Most people
admit it. But I think she says that. I think she says that she was the person signing for it. Like I think we all know that this is that none of this stuff belongs to her.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
But I think what maybe Bruce is saying, I guess, but it's that at least that's what I'm gonna say for me. She called herself the first lady of BMF as if she was
she was part of the operation.
Right.
Yeah, like she was running things. So I think I think she was just the girlfriend. I'm using you to put your name on all these properties and the car business and all this stuff. I don't think that she had nothing to do with the
Yeah, I think she considers herself to be the first lady because she was thinking of herself as T's first lady. That's what I think. That's the way I take it. Yeah.
But
that's how I see it.
I was thinking that he told you from the jump that he got a whole baby mother.
She ain't give a damn about that baby mother.
I was say she don't care about that. She don't care about that. And you can tell that the baby mama wasn't like trying to be in this life. So I mean, in that particular life. So maybe that's how she see herself. Maybe she sees herself as the first. Because I'm pretty sure if we were to ask Meech, he would say no because Meech don't like her. So I'm pretty sure if we were to ask him, he probably would say it differently. But if you were to ask Terry might see it a different way because at some point they do split up this organization, and maybe in her world she's the first lady of this BMF.
Okay.
But then it's funny because when the Fed come in
California, she was with Terry and
exactly.
But Meech was running all the other states and everywhere.
But then when the Fed come in and say, "Yeah, you the first lady," she like, "I ain't the first lady or nothing."
Yeah, I know. Like, which one is it? Well, of course you're not gonna admit it to the police. Okay, to the feds. She ended up before we go here, they go to California from here, but she comes back to Detroit. And oh no, that's the wrong slide. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, she comes back and she finds out that that now her sons is involved in the game. And also her friend lines her up. What did y'all think about that whole situation with Lisa, setting her up?
Saw it coming from a mile away. Saw it coming from the moment she kept telling her about how good she had it. It was all coming. Just was wondering when. That's how I saw it. I was just waiting on when.
Yeah, she was grimy. So I don't even think the other girl was speaking to her afterwards with that. Okay. By the way, guys, if you have not scrolled up to the top, please cast your vote. Which version of Tonesa, aka Markeisha, did you prefer? Is it Markeisha or Tonesa? Please cast your vote, and we will close this out towards the end of the show.
I'm gonna go back and look at the Trap Queen ones because now I'm just interested. Now this conversation has me wanting to go back and look at the Trap Queens version because I feel like the Trap Queens version is a more raw version, and I just want to hear what you have to say. Yeah, she got a Trap Queens.
Okay. Yeah, she do. I didn't watch that one yet, so I'm intrigued now that you said it. And maybe we'll cover that next. Who knows? Moving on. Let me so she gets what did y'all think about her catching the guy that was stealing? Some of the parts I don't know about. Like, look at Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
She looked like she was like, don't forget to tell him about this part. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Kayla was saying, all right, Kayla, we not gonna forget.
I don't believe it either. That's Kayla. I don't know about this. We got to go back and run it back. Go look at whatchamadoodie. I'm gonna look at Trap Queens though.
Yeah, what was y'all take? She ended up getting 50. What was it? 50 months. So
I can't remember the time, but
yeah, she did like 50 months. So
she got like 3 years in the feds or something.
Yeah.
And then she came out and they was talking about she came out. One of her sons didn't go in. I think one of them got arrested and the uncle and the nephew. So it was the nephew and one of her sons, but one of them was like not involved at all. And he basically was taking care of her while she was locked up, made sure she came out good. And she was also helping girls adjust to the life when they were inside. So that was her way of getting I think they do that where they sometimes shave your time, but most of the time when you go with the feds, you doing all of your time.
Day by day.
So, what was y'all take when we see Vivica Fox in there with her when she goes for this job?
I ain't even gonna say nothing. Be
Good.
nice.
Okay.
Y'all go ahead talk about Vivica.
Good. The week y'all got me. I felt bad when the mother got arrested.
Poor Laura.
Yeah, Laura. I felt bad when the mom got arrested. Well, what was y'all take with H coming back to basically he seemed like he was gonna take himself out and her though. Was it me or did y'all see it that way too?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna do her and do himself.
Me too, because he put the piece up to his head.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, this funky girl gonna set her up, and he don't even want you. He just wanted you because he knew you could get close to him. Or excuse me. So yeah, but overall, it was an okay movie. Just the I guess the production was kind of Tubi-ish, but other than that, it was a good watch, a pretty good watch. But I think it was a comparison watch more so than anything. We all wanted to know her story. We all wanted to know her version because of the buzz that we were hearing with the behind the scenes. So, I overall I thought it was all right. I mean, it did have its parts where is this a comedy though?
Yeah. It was funny. It was cool. It was nice to see, what she had to say in a television version. Somebody said she got a Vlad interview too. I just pulled up the Vlad interview, so I'm gonna go look at the Vlad interview.
I don't rock with dude. He will not get a view from me. I do not care. I'd rather go to the podcast than to deal with that.
Yeah, I've briefly seen it, so I don't remember none of it. I just kind of like a little bit and then turned it off. I didn't.
Okay.
So I can't really say what Vlad said or what she said on Vlad. I don't know, but I did see the Lamar one on Vlad.
So what's your what y'all got going on your channels next, ladies? EJ, I know you just did something, so go ahead, let us know what you got going on.
Yep, I just did a old school review of Moesha, the first episode, and then I'm editing my family business episode 1, season 2. So hopefully I'll have that up sometime. I'm working on my interview with a vampire reviews, and then I'm just working on a bunch of shorts. I'm gonna try to get those uploaded to YouTube at some point, but right now I have them on TikTok and I'm uploading some to Instagram. So, and that's about it for right now.
All righty then. Ginger snaps, what you got going on, Ginger Snaps?
I've been out of it this week. I thought I was gonna put some stuff up this week, but
I know.
I just took a vacation.
I know how you feel.
Well, I just been out of sorts. I didn't even feel like just being bothered with it. So I haven't done nothing.
Okay, so keep y'all notifications on, right?
But I got some stuff on Sunday, and I was thinking, I said, Dad, I was telling my son, I said, oh, we're gonna go do this on Sunday. And then I said, wait a minute. I can't do nothing. I got to be here to do all these damn lives. I done committed to all these damn lives.
It happens.
And yeah. So let me see. Sunday, and Tamika can go on all the details because I think I'm with Tamika 3 times on Sunday, right? No, 2 times. 2 times with Tamika, and then with Candy. So 3 times I'm doing lives on Sunday. But then also unfortunately I gotta watch The Shy, and I gotta review that because it's my turn to do that. Otherwise I probably wouldn't even look at it. But that's for Monday. So that's about it, I think.
All right, Tamika, what you got going on?
Yeah, I have to think about it for a minute. The Shy, of course, love during lockup. And Sunday, I will be rocking with Inga and Miss Kira Speaks to talk about pillowcase murders. I hope y'all checked it out so y'all could come and join us. So even if you didn't check it out, we're gonna break it down. It's a documentary, crazy as hell. And after that, we have me, Moochie, Inga talking about Across 110th Street Throwback Sunday movie. And then, of course, I'm rocking with the ladies again. And y'all know that June is about to be on and popping. So, gonna be getting busy, 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 busy.
All right. All right. So, this is the last chance to cast your vote. I'm gonna tell y'all what I got going on. Please tune in. I'll be putting up. I still gotta put up the Shy. I am also doing an interview with a vampire. We also are doing the last part. We're gonna be taking the 5 or 6 good parts of Mayor of Kingstown before the episode, the new season 3, which airs in June. We're gonna get that up because the first episode of season 3 is on the 2nd, I believe. So keep y'all notifications on. I will be on with the gang, and you might see some short recaps just to give my thoughts about the episode, my quick thoughts. So keep y'all notifications on, and I'm gonna close out this vote right now, this poll, which we had 26 votes, 27 votes. And everybody's saying they like Tonesa Welch better than Markeisha. That was the winner of that. Ding, 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 ding. Her delivery was better. You can't be mad at the script and the production, but as far as her delivery and her acting, yeah.
Okay. I go on the acting because Lala is worse. Yeah, so I go. The acting was better for the girl. Yeah, but she didn't make herself look
how
good
you
in
really
this.
feel,
Nah,
Inga.
Nah,
Tell 'em how you
I thought we
really
was
she
feel.
didn't
gonna
make
get a
herself
better
look good
version.
in it. She didn't make her. I mean, well, I guess she wasn't trying to make herself look good, but I'm saying, I just like to know. Maybe I gotta do. I don't really care that much. I ain't gonna be doing no digging around. I don't care that much, but I'm just curious as to know. Wish he hated so much about the other thing, the stars, because she looked real bad on here.
Yeah,
Like horrible.
she looked worse on here. They had
Look worse. So
They had her going to
Maybe
rehab. To me, we at least seen the children at least once or twice out in the rain and stuff like that when he put them out. But I don't.
Maybe she just wanted to tell her story her way.
That's
Maybe
true.
it wasn't
Yeah,
about it looking
now
better.
don't listen to me. I don't be knowing what I'm talking about half the time.
Maybe
So
she
don't
just wanted to tell her story. Maybe she just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's what it was, because I don't think that you can make it a better version of what happened. Like if you weren't there with your kids, you just weren't there with your kids. There's no way to make that a better version. It just is what it is. So I don't know.
All righty then.
Hey, booby traps.
What's up, booby? He says y'all two should review Civil Brand. What is that
Oh,
on?
that's the one that got a whole bunch of people in that one. That got Lisa Ray and
okay.
I think that it's a whole bunch of people in there. I can't even think of everybody's name right now.
Right.
The girl who was in it's so many of them. I just can't think of their name. If you see the poster for it or whatever, you'll know that movie.
Talking about. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you see, it's old movie. It's been around long. Yeah, they was in prison.
Right.
Yeah, and then they set the cop up and the other prison guard.
Every girl in Hollywood was in that movie.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
and the guard was doing bad things to one of them, and they all came up with that plan. Yeah, okay,
It's I was saying, there was so many people in that movie. I know all the actors. I just can't think of their names on top of my head, but everybody's in there.
Somebody got a new member.
Oh, that might be Tamika, I think.
Go ahead, Tamika. That Nicka Pookie Jenkins, PhD. You got a doctor, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Niecy said 50 made her look better on his show. I kind of might agree with that one.
I mean, listen, that's what I started out saying. That's what it was for me, but for somebody else, it could be different. I think that I didn't see what she was complaining about.
Me either. Yeah. But you did say to me, and I agree with you. We didn't go through this experience. We don't know, we just looking at them from a different view. From her lens is something else. So
yeah.
So
I definitely and I mean, she is, according to her, helping people that has been in the same position that she's been in. So
thank you, Dan the Man. I hope you subscribe to our channel and come back.
All right.
Oh, yes. And it could be what y'all said earlier. It could be the age thing. I mean, people harp on that a whole lot.
I think that was bothering her. Yeah. I do think that was bothering her.
So, because in this, they do tell us that she was 19, initially, and then I think how many years apart were they? When the baby stuff is, when she leaving the house with Harvey and all that type of stuff. She was 19.
She was 20 when she left.
And then she was 20 when she actually left. But I'm just saying, like, maybe it's that. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know either. Really,
because in BMF he was supposed to be like 17, 18, whereas in this she's saying he's 25 and she's 9 years older than him.
Yep, that is what. Yep, you're right. Yeah, 20. He said I'm 25, and then she said, yeah. Right. I don't know. Shit.
I don't know. I mean, that's why I said don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, so I don't know.
Don't say that. We won't say that. Look, we saw it. We're just giving our honest opinion about it, and I feel like she is the better actress. This girl compared to Lala.
Yeah, I'll give that.
I agree.
If you could switch her to Lala, this girl to Lala, I would be happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because Lala got the BBL and all that stuff. They didn't even have BBLs in the 90s.
Okay.
In the 80s and 90s. Nobody had that. I don't even know if it existed.
Exactly.
I don't know if it existed in that, but wasn't nobody black walking around with it. I can tell you that and that. So, no.
So, their links are in the description. Please subscribe to all of their channels. And,
thanks, Dan. Please sub to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, even though look, this is my cellmate below me right here. So we about to make some grilled cheese with the iron.
Right.
And
yeah, please, Dan. Yeah, I'm about to go to commissary in a few minutes. Get me some ooze and a cup of noodles or something, so. Yeah, so
them noodles is valuable.
Them noodles is valuable. Yes.
Yes.
Them up. Yeah, we might have to barter with those later with those girls down the hall, okay?
I gotta get me a pack of cigarettes from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because cigarettes is very valuable in the prison.
That part. Listen, I got you. I'm gonna send you a cart. I'm gonna send you a whole cart so you can make her come up.
That's
all right. So that is all for us tonight. Thanks for coming out. God bless. And let me thank everybody for coming through. I got to thank Torek Sterling and Sonia's mom, Candy Love, DeMarcus Vaughn, Shayna, Bruce Johnson, Dial M for Movies. I got it right.
Aries.
Miss
Aries.
Aries. Miss Niecy, Kendall, Booby Traps, Dan the Man. Hope you can come back and view more of this, and I hope you and who else? And that's about it. So thank you guys for coming out. God bless and have a good night, y'all.